Jacqueline. She was inducted into the women.
Bianca Belair, Jacqueline. Are you guys seeing?
You know I like some chocolate.
Are you guys seeing this?
I love that chocolate. Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Pat. She's Simone. And if you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notifications bell so that every time we upload a new video, you'll be the first ones to see it. And don't forget to also like and comment. We love that too.
Yes, right? Don't be shy. Please comment.
That's right. So today's a special video, and I think we all know why, right?
Wrestlemania!
It's not today, but it's the Royal Rumble. And
all right,
she's close. That's a couple months for that. No, it's okay.
We're gonna let Pat take the lead on this.
Yes, I'll take it from here, baby. I had so much confidence in you too. Oh my goodness. You lucky you ain't white. You be blushing red. You be bright red right now. So anyway, we have on our matching, well, slightly different, but same wrestler, Macho Man Randy Savage t-shirts on. Want to show the crowd?
Woo!
Yep. He's more like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah. To a Slim Jim.
So literally in a matter of minutes, it's going to be the Royal Rumble. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with the world of professional wrestling, yes, may I help you? Simone's ready for SummerSlam. But anyway, this is one of the top 4 wrestling pay-per-views throughout the course of the year. There is Survivor Series, there is WrestleMania, as Simone mentioned, SummerSlam, but the Royal Rumble, I don't know about you, but I look forward to the Royal Rumble more than probably any of the pay-per-views in general. Because it's the first pay-per-view of the year. It really sets the tone. And just the excitement of not knowing who's going to be in the Rumble.
Who's going to show up.
And there's not only a men's Royal Rumble, there's a women's Royal Rumble.
Yes.
They started that a few years ago.
And the women's always the best, guys.
Yes. Little bias there. But I'd have to agree with her. It has been pretty good so far. They've been doing a great job. So anywho, we're going to have a little bit of Royal Rumble trivia. Mm-hmm. We're going to have a few picks of who we think is going to win the men's and women's Royal Rumble. And we'll hop back on here afterwards. And we'll give them a little recap of what went on and our thoughts.
Yes.
All right. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right. So right now we're going to start off with what was our favorite Royal Rumble match of all time. So I'll let you go first. What year?
It'd have to be. I'm taking it back, y'all. I'm taking it back. Our age is about to show.
The golden years, the golden age of pro wrestling.
I'll have to say 1990.
Okay.
And that was the match with Hulk Hogan.
That's when Hogan won.
That's when Hogan
won his first one.
Yeah, so that was definitely one of my favorites.
He threw Mr. Perfect over, right?
Yeah, he did. And reason why I did not like Mr. Perfect back then. Oh my God. So I think anyone that would have thrown over, I would have probably liked them.
Made it that much sweeter.
But it was Hulk Hogan, and back then Hulk Hogan was the man.
Yeah, of course, Hulk Hogan. So
definitely 1990.
My favorite Royal Rumble match would have to be the 1998 Royal Rumble when Stone Cold. What's that?
Okay.
Yeah, the 1998 Royal Rumble when Stone Cold Steve Austin got his second Royal Rumble. I was gonna say championship, but won his second Royal Rumble, and so back-to-back Rumbles, and it was like I think the 10-year anniversary of the Royal Rumble, so it was really cool.
Pat is a Stone Cold fan.
Big time Stone Cold. Hey, look. That's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. And that was
Pause. Can you guys see all of this behind us?
Yes,
this is like, we'll give you a little mini tour out.
It's funny we got our Macho Man shirts on because we got Miss Elizabeth right here in the yellow, matching you.
I know.
And I got my whole women's division here and so on and so forth.
Obviously, this video is for the wrestling fans, so.
Yeah, it's in the wrestling
We changed it up a little bit.
Of course. So yeah, 98 when he threw out the rock. Next question. Who was your all-time favorite winner of the Royal Rumble match?
Of all Royal Rumble matches,
yes,
right?
Yes, of all. Your favorite winner.
It definitely had to be, and he was actually a bad guy at the time, Yokozuna. I loved Yokozuna. Yokozuna was one of those guys. He was a heel. For those that don't know, a heel is somebody you're supposed to dislike. He's a bad person.
The villain.
He's a villain of wrestling. So he was a heel, but it was just something about him that I just loved no matter what, except for when he fought Bret Hart, because Bret Hart was my...
Yeah, you love Bret Hart and the Hart Foundation in general.
Yes,
you love.
But it's definitely Bret Hart. But Yokozuna, 100% was my favorite.
Now, I gotta remind you though, because this was 1993, right?
Yeah.
And, it's a little disrespectful that you're picking Yokozuna. He was great and all, but, you're wearing a Macho Man Randy Savage t-shirt.
I know. And he threw Macho Man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know, you guys. I'm such a hypocrite.
Yeah, that's the one where he threw Macho Man over and won.
I know,
so.
but I loved him. He deserved it.
Absolutely.
And I really enjoyed seeing him win that one.
Yeah, for sure.
What about you?
Yeah, love Yokozuna. My favorite of all time, it would have to be Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Again. Are we surprised?
Yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin. I mean, he was a 3-time Royal Rumble winner. And he was the man, a back-to-back Royal Rumble winner. And, what more is there to say, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. 3 times. Wow.
Yep, 3 times. So, 97, 98, and 2001.
Okay.
All right, next question. What is your favorite part of the Royal Rumble match?
Oh, gosh. Hands down, if you guys watch Royal Rumble, you know when it gets to 3, 2, 1, and the next person goes off. The buzzer goes off. You're so excited because you don't know who is coming down. That is definitely my favorite part.
It is exciting because I'd have to agree with you. I mean, the suspense of the countdown and waiting to see who's coming out next as soon as that buzzer hits. Is it a legend? Is it somebody who's coming up from NXT or just the independent ranks that they're new to the main roster? Is it going to be a celebrity?
Yes.
So it's really exciting.
Especially, I think now, because all the legends sometimes come back, and these are the people that I used to watch, back in the day. So when I see them, it's like, they're here.
Yeah, I got back into pro wrestling about 10 years ago or so, but Simone watches because I do.
Because he does.
These days, but Simone was actually a hardcore fan, as I was when we were little kids. She had the wrestling figures. Don't say the age,
they don't need to know.
And she was a couple of decades ago or so. I mean, the wrestlers you love and the matches you recall shows the age. So I think that's quite all right. I mean, it's funny because, side note, Simone said when she was growing up, her father would let her and her family, brother, sister, order the pay-per-views. Me, not so much. I was always able to watch the daily shows, but they weren't big on letting me, my parents, get in the, because they were expensive.
It was definitely a family thing that we did all the time. And
so the funny thing is, my favorite videotape to rent would be Royal Rumbles. So if I did go to my report card, which was rare, or if I was doing chores around the house, my mom would take me to a Blockbuster Video and I'd go and pick out. So I would find out the outcome months or years later of who won the Royal Rumble. But nonetheless, I appreciate that, Mom. It was still great memories going there and being able to pick up Royal Rumble.
Blockbuster, nothing like going to Blockbuster.
Yeah, absolutely right. All right, number 4. Who do you want in this year's Royal Rumble? Men's and women's. And I'll say this. Who do you want to win? And if there's a difference of opinion, who do you think is going to win?
All right. So who do I want, meaning...
Who do you want to win the whole thing?
Like a surprise? Oh, the whole thing.
No, who do you actually want? I mean, we could add that next too. But who do you want to win the whole Royal Rumble? Okay. And who do you think may win?
Now,
it may differ.
For the female, it's very easy for me because I love Bianca Belair.
Yeah, I love her.
And I want her to win it all. She deserves it all. But I will say, I'm also a Charlotte Flair fan. Charlotte isn't this year?
I believe so. I mean, she has a tag team match tonight, but she'll probably be in it. She won it last year, actually.
So it's very close, but I'm going to have to say Bianca Belair. That's my girl. Rooting for you. You got this. Let's go. She's amazing, guys.
She is.
She is definitely
extremely talented.
The person to look out for.
All right, so that's who you got in the women's. And how about the men's?
The men's is hard for me. I would love Jey Uso or Nakamura.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yes.
He won in 2018.
I know, but I
like
adore
Nakamura,
him.
recent face turn.
I adore him, but I would love to see Jey Uso win this, so Roman could be proud and accept him and, stop bullying him.
I love the fact that Simone's taking forever for her picks, and I just want to go.
I know. Can you see it in his face, guys?
It's funny, because sometimes she's, reluctant to do, this wrestling
and now
stuff.
I'm so excited.
And she's so excited. She doesn't want to give up her
I know,
turn.
because I was like, all right. I'm
going to make this short and sweet. We're going to move to the next. I want Edge. I want Edge, and I think he will win it tonight. He threw his hat in the ring last week saying he's going to enter, and he made a comeback last year at WrestleMania against Randy Orton. And it's been 10 years since he had a title match at WrestleMania when he won and then had to retire because of the neck injury, and I think it's his time. I think he's going to get a championship match against who knows, but I believe Edge will win the men's. And for the women's, I'm going to side with you. I want and I think that Bianca Belair will win.
So you want Edge to win, and you think he will win.
And I feel that way, honestly, about Bianca Belair as well. I want and think so. I know it's a rarity. Usually it's someone else.
Yeah.
But I want and think for both of them. And number 5, if there was a women's Royal Rumble growing up, who would you have wanted to win?
Oh, easy. AJ Lee.
AJ Lee?
AJ. And that was my girl.
It's a shame they started the women's Royal Rumble, 2 or 3 years after she exited. I love AJ Lee as well.
AJ was great. Her little skipping down the...
I would have to go with Jacqueline. She was inducted into the women...
Bianca Belair, Jacqueline. Are you guys seeing
I like some chocolate.
Are you guys seeing this?
I love that chocolate. No, in all sincerity, though, she was easy on the eyes, but she was amazing, though. Like, she was inducted into WWE Hall of Fame in 2016, 2-time women's champion, and also a cruiserweight champion, which maybe 1 or 2 other women have won that title, because that's typically a men's title, the cruiserweight belt.
Right.
But, yes, Jacqueline, she could hang with the best of them. So, Jacqueline would be my pick.
Woo! Okay.
You're pretty good with the wrestling, so we're going to test Simone's wrestling knowledge.
Oh, my God.
We'll do some from the days when you watched.
Okay.
And we'll do some current day stuff.
Okay.
So the best of both worlds,
okay.
All right? So we'll ask you a few questions. Ready?
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready to rumble?
No.
Okay. All right. Here we go. First question.
Oh, boy.
When was the first women's Royal Rumble match? What year did it take place?
All right, this one I actually know. It was 2018.
Correct. And 2-part question. Do you know who the winner was that year?
Yes, because I was upset. It was Asuka. And, in my defense...
But now you love Asuka.
Now I love Asuka. But I felt like she was being pushed
Well, when they pulled her up from NXT, they
yeah.
had her win, and then she lost to Charlotte. And then she was a little bit of a downward spiral after that Mania. For extra credit, do you know who won in 2019 and 2020 for the women's?
2019 and 2020?
Yeah.
Okay. Charlotte won in... Oh, gosh.
I'll give you points. So far you got 2 points.
Charlotte won in... Was it this last one? Why can't I remember this?
All right. We don't have a timer, but I am giving you a time limit.
Okay.
So, all right.
Charlotte won this year. 2020.
2020. All right. I'll give you 3 points. And do you remember who won the year before that, 2019?
Year before that. That was 2019. Mm-hmm. Who was the it girl
2019? 5, 4,
2019.
3.
Becky Lynch.
All right. You're starting off hot. Okay. 4 points. 4 for 4. All right. Question 2. When did the first men's Royal Rumble take place?
Oh, my God.
Don't be looking at my sheet.
I'm looking at your questions. I wish they had the answers. Okay, okay, I remember who won it, but let's
Who won
see.
It? The first ever Royal Rumble, who won?
Jim Duggan.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I'll give you a point
won.
for that. But do you remember what year that was?
1987.
You're a year early. 1988 was the first Royal Rumble.
Oh my God!
Not bad.
I was close, y'all.
You're pretty hot. Actually, I forgot. That was a separate question. Who was the first winner? Okay, but you got that one. So you have 5 points so far. All right. When did Edge make his Royal Rumble debut?
2001?
No, 1999.
Oh, man.
It's all right. Who was the first woman to enter the men's Royal Rumble, and what year?
China.
China, correct.
Was that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But what year was it?
I don't know the year.
Okay, 1999. Same year Edge debuted. She debuted in the men's Royal Rumble. Now, extra credit.
Okay.
As far as I recall, there has been 2 other women that have entered the men's Royal Rumble. Do you know who that was?
Nia Jax.
She was the most recent, 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. And who else?
One.
There's one in the middle. And you definitely know who it is. She is often associated with Natalya. This is going to eat you up. Ready?
Wait!
Beth Phoenix.
Oh my God!
How do you forget that?
I know!
Oh, man. Okay.
Darn it.
It's all right. We got 2 more questions left.
I don't think I watched that one with Beth Phoenix.
I didn't either. Because at that time
What year was that?
I wasn't watching wrestling. I'm not even sure what year it was. So you trying to expose me? Come on. I just told you I don't know. Let's keep it moving. How many times has Hulk Hogan won the Royal Rumble?
Hulk Hogan. All right. He won when I loved him.
Mm-hmm.
So
he won okay. And then that's the 2-part. So he won at least once. And then
he won twice.
He won twice.
He
okay.
won twice.
In what years? I'll give you that. In what years?
1990.
Correct.
Oh, back to back. 1991. He won twice back to back.
For an extra point, he won 90
and 91.
when he eliminated Mr. Perfect.
Yeah.
And 91. If you remember who he eliminated, I'll give you another point for that.
Give me a hint.
When he came through, he was known to make things rumble.
Earthquake?
Yes.
Wow!
That's pretty,
that was a good.
Was that a good? Was that a good play on words? Okay.
Earthquake.
I wasn't sure if you were
gonna... Definitely earthquake.
All right, that's pretty good. All right.
Y'all are surprised. Okay.
Simone, I think she stole my answer sheet while I was in the bathroom.
Where is the answer sheet?
Yeah, it's probably somewhere around here. All right, and the last question. It's technically a 3-part question, and of course, it's all about my man Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh God.
Give me a hell yeah.
Get out of here.
Who won? Oh my God. I shouldn't have did it. I gave her one of the answers.
You did?
Okay, but the other B and C, you still have to figure out.
Okay.
I jumped the gun on that one.
Okay.
Who won the most Royal Rumble matches? Good going, Pat.
Stone Cold.
Do you even get a point for that?
I would have known that because I remembered Hulk Hogan won 2
Right.
and Stone Cold won 3, so I knew that one.
Okay, good cover. All right, but here's to test your knowledge for real.
Okay.
How many times has he won?
3. I said that.
I know. It's just a formality. It's just a formality. And last but not least, what years did he win?
Okay.
I said it earlier in the video, so let's test your memory.
Oh, you did.
I did.
I only know 1 year for sure. 2001.
That was the final time he won. All right, 5.
97.
97 was his first one. I'll give you that.
Oh, for real?
That's 2. 4, 3, 2,
90.
1.
I don't know.
98. I said when he threw out the Rock.
Oh, God, he should throw him out twice. I did good.
Anyway, we'll give you 12.5. 12.5 points for Simone. Honestly,
so how many questions did I get wrong?
That was pretty good. Well, the thing is, there were 7 questions, but a lot of them were 2 or 3 part.
Okay.
So you got more than half of them. You got about 3/4 of the questions correct.
Okay.
That's pretty darn good.
Okay.
So, folks,
it's my happy dance, y'all.
So, guys, thank you for watching. We're not done yet, though. We're about to go and watch the Royal Rumble, and we'll be back immediately after to let you know who won, what we thought of the Rumble, give you a little recap, and any last words?
So when we get back here, if you see I look crazy with my struggle lashes that I'm suffering with right now, it's because everyone that I wanted to win lost. So.
Yeah, if my bun is sideways and my hair's down.
We've been doing a lot of screaming and being stressed
absolutely.
out.
So thank you guys, and we'll see you in a little bit. All right, guys, and we're back. The Royal Rumble just finished literally a few minutes ago, and we're hanging on by a thread, right?
A very thin
strand.
thread.
But as we promised, we'd be back to give you a little Royal Rumble recap.
5
our
hours
thoughts.
later.
Well, of course. We got here as soon as we could. Literally, as soon as it went off air, we came over here and hit the camera record. So, your thoughts in short about the entire thing. 10 being great. What would you rate today's pay-per-view?
I'll rate it a 7.
Why?
It was good. I wasn't that impressed with the men's Royal Rumble. I think that was okay. And also, that was really it. Everything else I really liked.
Everything else you really liked? Okay, and honestly, I would agree with you. The men's Royal Rumble was okay.
Mm-hmm.
I did enjoy the women's Royal Rumble more so this year, again, like the last few years.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say I'll give it an 8. 8 out of 10, and that's because I thought everything was pretty solid. The Reigns and Owens match was great. They really battled, but I thought that was about 10 minutes or so too long.
That was pretty long.
They dragged that match out a little bit, but everything else I thought was solid. So
Goldberg was okay. That was an okay match.
Goldberg McIntyre.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't expect much though out of that. You know a Goldberg match is gonna be 5 minutes tops. That's pretty good. All right, so I'll start from the top, I guess. The pre-show match was Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. going up against the women's tag team champions of Asuka, who's the Raw champion, and Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
And so, to be honest with you, that was the only one I believe I got wrong today for my predictions. New tag team champions, Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. They're now 2-time tag champs, I believe.
Which I'm happy for.
I'm okay with that.
For Shayna. I think it's time for Shayna to have a belt and have it for a while.
Yeah, it's cool. That sits well with me. So that was good. That was the pre-show. And then the main card, Drew McIntyre, he defended his WWE Championship against Goldberg. I'm going to be honest with you. As you probably thought too, I am shocked but I'm happy that Drew McIntyre retained. I thought for sure, just as history's repeated itself the last few years, how Goldberg had beaten Bray Wyatt and he defeated Kevin Owens, and he's been beating everybody for titles. So I thought, but I'm okay with that.
I wasn't surprised. I mean,
really?
Goldberg was going to win, and then what? What's next?
Well, being that WrestleMania season's upon us, I thought Goldberg was definitely going to headline WrestleMania with, whoever won the Rumble, which we'll get to in a moment. No. So that was cool, though. Happy for, and then they had a nice moment at the end. Then after that, we had Sasha Banks, the SmackDown Women's Champion, defended her title yet again against Carmella. That was a solid match.
Yeah.
We love Sasha.
We love Sasha.
And Sasha retained. So she's still the SmackDown Women's Champion. Yeah, definitely. Agree with you on that one. She tapped out to the bank statement?
Yes.
So that was good. Then we had the Women's Royal Rumble match, which we both thoroughly enjoyed.
Amazing, as always.
Great match. Bianca Belair went on to win the match.
My girl.
That was both of our picks, so high five on that one.
We got that, yep.
And she came in at the number 3 spot. That was great. We'll get to some of our favorite moments after that, but that was definitely one of the highlights for us.
Definitely. She
After that,
it so much.
We had Roman Reigns, who went up against Kevin Owens in a last man standing match, defending his Universal title.
That was a rough match.
That was a brutal match. They beat the hell out of each other. Again, a little too long for our liking.
Roman Reigns.
It was cool. Roman Reigns is great.
Yeah.
Please, you would call him my baby daddy. But now Roman Reigns is a bad guy, and she's uninterested
I
suddenly.
Like him. However, I think it's time for Kevin Owens to get the belt.
Oh, I agree. That's probably going to be it for a while, because this was the second time he lost.
This is probably going to be it for a while for Kevin. So
I was cheering for Owens, too.
He gives his all the time.
I love Kevin Owens.
Shortchanged.
Definitely. So that was a great match. But like I said, Reigns retained. And so pretty much everybody retained so far for the main titles except the tag match. So then after that, we had the main event. We had the men's Royal Rumble match. Very good match. Although, like we said, we preferred the women's. Yeah. The men's did not lack much at all. Got to see some old faces and so on and so forth. So that was exciting. And then at the end, it looked like Edge was going to eliminate Seth Rollins and become the winner. But as soon as he got rid of Seth, we forgot that Randy Orton was escorted out earlier with an injury. And it looked like Randy was going to throw Edge out. And lo and behold, Edge threw out Randy Orton, and Edge won the Royal Rumble. And that's exciting. And may I add that I am 2 for 2 with my Royal Rumble picks.
Well,
Bianca Belair and Edge. So, I mean...
In my defense...
It was a good night.
Jay was supposed to be in the Royal Rumble.
I thought Jey Uso was listed. I know that was your pick.
And he wasn't. So, I wouldn't have picked Edge. I would have picked Randy. But, yeah.
Well, you didn't pick either of them, and it doesn't matter because you did good. But yet again, Pat wins. I'm noticing something here. But no, lo and behold, it was great. And last but not least, you want to ring off a couple of your highlights from tonight?
Okay. My highlights was definitely, I have to say, Bianca Belair winning. Obviously, that was just an amazing moment for her, and it was very emotional too.
It was.
What do you think about that?
No, I agree. I mean, I had a couple other highlights that I listed, but I piggyback on that and say I picked Bianca as well. So I was very happy for her, very emotional. She couldn't even have the interview after the match. Yeah. She was so emotional. So that was great.
Well deserved. Another one was my girl Naomi, her return.
No, my girl Naomi.
Okay, his girl Naomi.
So Bianca, Jacqueline, and let's just go 3. You know what I mean? Third time's a charm. Naomi is my main squeeze.
Naomi's his main squeeze.
She's my main squeeze. She came back at the number 2 spot.
I was excited to see her. However, I know I had picked Bianca for the winner. I didn't know Naomi was going to be part of it.
She was a surprise. She's been out for almost a year. So when I saw Naomi at the 2 spot, then Bianca at the 3, they had a bunch of moments.
Yeah, so I would definitely say that if I knew she was going to be there, she would have been my top choice because Naomi deserves a win. Come on, WWE.
Yeah.
What are you doing with my girl?
And last but not least, though, I know you had one more highlight. Don't forget about Lana. I know
Oh
you
my
mentioned
God!
her.
Yes,
Honorable mention.
Lana throwing out Nia Jax was my top favorite.
Yeah, that was a good moment.
Yeah, that was a great moment.
Little revenge.
It takes a lot to get Nia, over.
Well, because not even that. It's just the fact that
Nia's been body slamming her
through tables for months. Literally
yeah.
every Monday for a while. So
it
that was
good to see a little
payback. Seek some revenge. My highlights, there's a couple of them. They were more funny ones because I agree with most of yours.
I have one more too.
Okay.
It's probably one of yours, so maybe you should go.
Okay. All right. If I don't mention it, I'll let you go ahead and finish it. Yeah, that's on my list. So, seeing the return of Alicia Fox tonight.
Love her.
That was great. And then the best part was R-Truth coming out right afterwards with the 24/7 title. She's like, it's the Royal Rumble. And then she pinned him, so she won the 24/7 title during that match.
R-Truth is hilarious.
And then a minute later, R-Truth won it back. And then, but the better part was High 97's own Peter Rosenberg defeated R-Truth. He said, there's John Cena. And he knows R-Truth loves John Cena. So I'm sure that'll be on the airwaves tomorrow morning, how Peter Rosenberg brought the 24/7 title back to New York City.
That's so funny.
So that was cool. And then, the return, like you said, of not only Alicia Fox, but Naomi. Even seeing Mickie James out there was great. Tori Wilson was back again.
Such
Victoria. A lot of legends. Amazing to see. But I got to say, other than Edge winning the Royal Rumble tonight, which was very special, I think seeing the return of Edge and Christian, his longtime tag team partner. Christian hasn't been in the ring, I think they said, since like 2014 or something like that.
That was an emotional moment for them.
When they had that embrace and plus Edge winning, it made it that much more special. So, in short, I think it was a great night for pro wrestling. And honestly, kudos to WWE and all of the superstars for doing this yet again without fans. I mean, it's so amazing that they do these Raws, these NXT, these SmackDown tapings without fans. But to get so pumped up to do a pay-per-view, literally all they're changing is the ring skirt and the signs, and they give it 110%. So kudos again to each and every one of them, and
I know. I can't wait until we're allowed back in the arena because.
Well, the good thing is, absolutely. I know I can't wait. And the good thing is, at least for WrestleMania, for the wrestlers and the fans, is they're able to fill a little bit more than 25% of the stadium.
So that's good.
Raymond James Stadium, 25,000 fans for WrestleMania. So at least they're going to have some people in the house that night.
WrestleMania, I'm nervous because you know what? My two girls, I Sasha Banks and Bianca.
Think they're on a collision course?
Yeah, and I it's hard for me.
I know. I think that, it's written in the stars. I think Bianca's going to challenge Sasha for the SmackDown Women's title. And as far as the Raw Women's title goes, we can do this at a later date, have those picks and predictions. But I think that Asuka, who's going to come after Asuka's title, is one of two people. I think either Charlotte Flair or Alexa Bliss, in my opinion.
I think Alexa.
But, hey, it remains to be seen. And we also wonder who Edge is going to challenge, whether it be Roman Reigns or Drew McIntyre. But we'll get to that eventually down the road. But thank you again for tuning in to a much different episode.
So I'm hoping, we found some wrestling fans out there.
And if you never watched it before, I mean, it's worth... hey, look, a lot of people have time on their hands these days. So, we grew up watching wrestling, but it's the perfect combination of sports, entertainment, and theater. And so
let us know, below in the comments if you did watch it. What were your favorite moments? If you don't watch it, if you're going to start watching it.
Yeah, have we inspired you to
And if you don't watch it, share us with your friends that do watch it.
Yeah, do that. You got to know somebody
that's into it. That watches
whether they're 5 or 55. Yeah, exactly. You know someone. So, again, thank you so much. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, hit that notifications bell.
Bing.
Like, comment, share. Bada bing, bada boom. And Simone, I'll let you get us out of here.
And that is all, guys. We're out of here. I know I sound crazy. I'm tired.
It's all right. It's been a long day, long night,
but we love you guys. Thank you guys so much for always supporting. And remember, spread love, not hate. And we will see you in the next video.
See you later.
Bye.